this was the setup. And the view. And good morning. Today's the big day. Tim, the 3D printing colleague, just messaged that he finished the flange. Pretty nice. So we're going to drive there now. Just a 10-minute ride. And then head to the shed. Maybe get the dishes done before here. And if we can, brew a bit of coffee. I think that's optional. Head to the shed and then start measuring things and preparing things, and we're ready to cut some wood. Look at this beauty. So this goes into the toilet, and this one can now slide in and out of this one, but the waste goes in here, and this one will, yeah, it's just perfect. Alright, couple things. I didn't find any blind caps for these, so which means that they need to stay in there, which means we need to cut this one out here and here, and we need to widen this one a little bit such that we can actually angle this one while getting out. Cutting is done. Let's see if it works. So we can't go past this line here. Beautiful. And even if this nipple is up, still needs to work. And, not quite. Okay, next step is to route the right, so the hole is jigged out for that, and now we need some support here, which is why we left this part intact, so we can put some wood here such that the one that comes up top can sit here, and we can screw that from the back, and then we have some level here to put some support on the left side as well. So now we can have some heights. We have a couple issues because we need this wooden board to be at that height for these nipples over there to come down, and especially the one in the front with the level indicator. However, then this one is just way too high. So the idea is to have this one lowered to that height, and then this one will be much lower, which is good. And so we have this lowered, and then the toilet part here can be that lower height. And then for this indicator, we go on the top here in this height as we just had it, and then we cut this board here. And then we cut this board in the front here, we cut this one here, and have the left side lowered to the same level as the toilet, and the right side just a little bit up such that the nipple, the indicator, can slide out. And we're going to support this one in the front with another bar here. That should work to slide it out, yeah. And it's not a problem for the water jug here, because the water jug is 28 eventually, and this one's 29, so that fits perfectly. So that's the idea now, to lower that one. So this is what we're thinking. Unscrew this, lift it up with a magnet, so just a tiny bit more, and then we can slide this one out and to get it back and then out. So this is a very good height actually. Move a bit more, but that's very now if I recess actually a bit lower, now this one comes down. Okay, so this one here will be recessed a little bit as well, but not too much because otherwise the toilet wouldn't sink in enough. And this one will also be recessed a little bit such that it goes a little bit higher for the tank to slide out. So this is actually the perfect height. Nice. So now we need to cut this one here to length, this length, and then get this wood, the side of here, put a little ply there for this one to lay on top of. Yes, that is beautiful. We can screw this one under here in the correct height, and that is a very good start. Let's put the toilet on top. Oh, look at that beauty. I really like that clearance over there, maybe a centimeter less, because we want to put the gas bottle to the left. Okay, so you just leave it like that, so the gas bottle doesn't have any room to wiggle, so it just slides in there and is safe. Slide it out like that. All right, so that means that we can probably on the same height as this one. So you measure this height, measure the same height here, and put this one on here at the same. And then we can cut this one here on kind of this length, and then the other side goes a little bit up such that we can go at this nipple thing can slide under. 28.5. Actually could be a longer piece because it needs to be on the same on here. Beautiful. Okay, now we've lost the small one. How did that happen? But we just got permission to continue working here on our own. Found it, fell down. Yes. And the best part of being alone here, I don't need to stress out that much. So that's very nice. Something went wrong there. Wrong side of the line, I suppose. Yep, but this looks very nice, doesn't it? Nice. So the gas bottle is a bit too tight. Cut this one off. Then we can somewhere here, and we can have somewhere here. But we'll worry about that in a minute. And another big benefit is that we can film a little bit better because I don't need to see who's in the frame and everything. Still too high. Did I measure there? This height, 23. Okay, that is very different. You can get the tank out, which is pretty good. What did I measure there? So this one's down to 22. Next challenge. This guy. The water jug would be here in these markings. So I can't put this one anywhere here. So it needs to be somewhere here. Not really. Yeah, it could. The problems are no problems anymore. So the idea was to have that plywood here, this level, because we need to make sure that this level indicator goes through it, and then cut it here and shift this one below such that it fits under here. But that's not going to work because we need to have this adapter on this side. We need to be on the right side for this jug, and we need to be far on this side for the 28 jug. So we're going to drill a hole here, have this one here, and we just remove this plywood entirely and just leave that area free. Have a little wood here, just cover this area. For the front, the idea was to have 4 doors, but we just remove that and have 1 door on the left side here to open that, and 1 door on the right side to open that. And the bin should still fit somewhere there. Actually, it's not going to fit in here. Okay, so the bin is now the problem. Okay, we've decided to just put the bin on the side here. Move this part. Jug needs to go this way or the smaller one. The adapter just goes here. It's easy access to undo the clips. So that's nice. Drill some holes here and on the left side to have this thing rigid. And then we probably want to check out the pump, where we can fit the pump, whether it fits in there or down there. I'll grab the pump first. So it can literally go anywhere. Maybe we could just put it down there, but then we will need holes in there for the pipes and the hoses and the cable. Speaking of cable, drill a hole there as well. That looks pretty good. Beauty. We need 2 things. One is the piece of wood here as a contact point to screw into the bottom, and the other one is this one here. Okay. Okay, so this one is the one for the bottom. 74.8. 74.8. Let's only put 1 for now. Okay, we're getting somewhere. And we can get the tank in, no worries. Now, let's quickly double check the mechanism at the height. That's all pretty nice. Can already get it out like that, which means it's going to be much easier if we recess that a little bit. Beautiful! I'm very happy with that. Now, what's next? I think a drink is next. It's actually pretty nice. Just carbonated water with lemon, but it's very refreshing. It's like another 1,000,000 degrees outside, so that one hits perfect. And it's perfect to plan the next steps. So we've got this one here, fits nicely. Maybe put another bracket down here. Probably another piece of MDF over here, and then our L. And then we need to think about this wall here and the sink. Let's get the water jug. Bit of MDF to put it here, and then see how much wiggle room we have for the sink. So this, and then this. Oh, that is not a lot, but it should work. So do we have 28 over here for the other jug? 32. Beautiful. So that's enough for the jug, but the sink is the limiting factor. So this is going to be it, which I think is a bit higher than we were, but we can go lower actually. Let's quickly get the measurement of how high we were. So we were at 90, so this one is 94. We can go in the front. If we do that, we can go much lower to, I reckon, 90 again. Was pretty good height. We're gonna have the trap here to the back, and the T-junction with the vent will go this way. So this is what it looks right now. I want to go a little bit lower, and this sheet is gonna be 51 until here, because this just feels way too far into the room. The van will look very, very small, and if that's gonna be here, like until this edge, it's gonna be much nicer. I wonder even if we could do this down. How about that? But then what do we put in front? That's gonna be a problem. So this sheet is gonna be 66.5 times 51. Then we're gonna end up somewhere here. Beautiful. Let's see how they fit. So that would be the height of the sink, which I think is fine. Now we need to get this corner on both sides. Millimeters. Kind of, yeah. Nice. That fits beautifully. That is looking pretty nice. Alright, I like this. The door, and now these go under here. And then this plate can just fall into this. Huh? What do we think? It is taking shape. We quickly need to go to the Tomato 10, get the plumbing. Beautiful! It was a bit of a trickery, but we got all we need. That one fits in there, which should be what we need. Alright, let's get some food and some cash for Tim. Would you believe it? They don't have pies. We go back to a petrol station to get some pies. Nice. So we just caught Tim. He was on the way out, but yeah, we paid our debt. He was still interested in what we're doing, and quickly showed him around what. I mean, there's nothing really there, but actually the part which is important for the 3D printing part, that actually was there, which is the base ply. I'll probably send him a link to the video of this later. Yeah, absolute legend. Also put his website into the description, so if anyone near Wanaka needs some 3D printing or actually any kind of tinkering, laser cutting, this guy has everything in his shed. Now we're going back to the men's shed and probably eat a bunch of these pies. Yeah, see what else we get done tonight. So I think pie first, and then let's paint something. Let's go outside. So I thought, I'm not doing 100 kilometers anymore today, so I might as well go barefoot. Then I forgot that yesterday they did some woodworking, and there's a lot of, I don't know, what's that juice called, that trees bleed, that stuff, the sticky one, all over my shoe, all over my, no, not all over my shoe, not all over my shoe, all over my feet. That's the problem. So we want to put some coat on, so let's sand them all down, corners, make them nice, wipe them, and then put the coat. don't have unlimited, just a little bit, and these ones feel like they're hard already, so I think it's not too much left in here. So we want to do top first, top, centerpiece, left piece, sorry, centerpiece, right piece, left piece, and then the doors. And I think these two are the most important ones, whereas this one we only need on the outside, because in the center there will be the sink. Just have a look how much of a difference that makes. Beautiful. So we did run out of thing, and we still have a little bit to go. So let's have a look if these are still alive. Nope. Maybe the other one. It's like a rubber. Oh, still some in there. The same stuff? Yeah. Oh, beautiful. I'm gonna use that. Seems to be the same stuff. Nice. Beautiful. Done. Yeah, so I thought might as well give this one a coat, which is the inlet for the toilet. If this stuff is kind of water repellent, or you know, should actually do a good job to kind of make the surface a little bit smoother. I've sanded it down a little bit, so it could actually work quite well, because otherwise all the waste would stick in the little inconsistencies, the little hooks and notches from the 3D printer, because it's not perfectly smooth. I have quite a good feeling about this. Feels much smoother. I really should have saved myself a beer from last night. Oh well, we had cold water instead. Cheers. We're ready to go to bed, but this is gonna be an epic time lapse. It's so clear. But anyway, good night for now.